TikTok has just changed the best hashtags that you need to be using in 2023 if you want to go viral on TikTok. And if you've been seeing a decrease in the amount of views or the amount of followers that you're getting, it's probably because you have not adapted to these new changes that you need to be making when it comes to your hashtags. That being said, by the end of this video, you're going to know the 4 hashtag strategies that you need to be implementing right now. And the last hashtag strategy that I share with you is actually the one that makes the most posts, especially for small accounts, go viral on TikTok. So please make sure you stick around for that. But before we dive into it, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, I literally upload a video about how to grow on these platforms every single day. In addition to that, I created a free TikTok growth course. You get the link in the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like the best time to post on TikTok, which again, if you don't do that, it's one of the reasons that you're not growing quick enough on TikTok right now. Also, here's my phone number. Please hit me up. I want to help you grow quicker on TikTok. The first hashtag strategy that you need to make sure that you're using is 3 niche specific hashtags. Now I see so many people mess this up. They don't know the difference between a niche specific hashtag and a broad hashtag. If you don't know, broad hashtags are things like hashtag FYP, hashtag trending, hashtag viral. Niche specific hashtags are going to be whatever hashtags you show up when you actually do a search for something. And you need to make sure that when you're using these types of hashtags, you're going as big as humanly possible. Why? Because at the end of the day, the way that TikTok uses hashtags is they're simply trying to know what audience you're trying to go after, and they're using it as a factor to show who should I show this piece of content to, which is exactly why you need to be paying attention to how big the actual hashtag is, because the bigger the hashtag, the larger potential reach for the post that you're doing. And if you use small hashtags or hashtags that nobody has ever watched a post on before, well then guess what's going to happen? Your videos actually aren't going to get watched. The second hashtag strategy that you need to make sure that you're using is 1 to 2 broad hashtags. Now remember, the last 2 strategies I share with you are responsible for making the most posts on TikTok go viral, especially if you're a small account. But before we dive into those, I need to make sure that you understand and you're aware of the mistakes that I see so many creators making, because so many of you are making mistakes when it comes to your hashtags. You could be making perfect content, but if you mess this up, it's one of the reasons that you're not getting views right now. First and foremost, putting hashtags before your description or putting hashtags in the middle of your description. Stop doing this. It literally ruins TikTok's ability to know what kind of hashtag you're using or what kind of description you're using, and ultimately this is going to ruin your ability both to rank for SEO on TikTok and to have TikTok have any idea what kind of content you're creating and who your content should be pushed for. Another thing, stop using small hashtags. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you use a small to medium sized hashtag, it's the reason you're not getting views. And please make sure you're not using irrelevant hashtags. I see so many creators do this, and you're probably thinking, Rob, but what about the broad hashtags? Will TikTok see those as irrelevant? No, TikTok does not see those type of hashtags as irrelevant. In fact, they're going to help expand the amount of reach that you're getting. If you use a broad hashtag and hashtag real estate and you make real estate content, well then guess what's going to happen? It's going to increase the amount of people that TikTok thinks should see that piece of content outside of just real estate. And this is a good thing, because if they watch the video, and I'm going to share with you later on how to get that to happen, if they watch that video, well, in the future on the For You page, you're going to see more real estate content. And if they liked the video, commented, or shared it, odds are it's going to be your real estate content that they're seeing. That being said, 2 other mistakes that I see small creators make way too often is not using hashtags at all or putting hashtags in the comments. You need to make sure that you're not doing this. Is not Instagram 5 years ago where you put hashtags in the comments and it would actually be worth something. You should not be doing that on TikTok. It's one of the dumbest things that you could do. In fact, it's not helping you get more views. It's actually hurting you getting views, because TikTok is looking at that as spam because you're commenting on your own post, trying to put a bunch of keywords in there, and it has no idea what you're doing. And as a result of that, it's going to deprioritize your content. And this brings me to the third strategy that you need to make sure that you're using, which is 5 to 6 niche specific hashtags. Now you're probably wondering, Rob, how on earth can I get that many hashtags? It's incredibly simple. All you're gonna do a search for whatever you're posting about, go under hashtags, and make sure that you're using the biggest hashtags there. Now, if there are bigger ones, for example, if you're doing fitness, use hashtag fitness, but then also get some specific ones that are more in line with what you're actually posting about. For example, hashtag biceps or hashtag at home workout. Even though those are gonna be a little bit smaller than a hashtag fitness or hashtag workout, it's actually going to help reach that specific audience, and you're going to get those larger, more broad hashtags in with that also. Now, 5 to 6 hashtags is something that we have not seen yet on TikTok. In the past, the fewer the hashtags you use, the better. I would have never said use more than 3 to 4 hashtags, but actually using a little bit more hashtags, going to the 5 to 6 range, is helping right now on TikTok. Now, no, I'm not saying use 8. I'm not saying use 10. I'm not saying use 20, because that will hurt you. I would use a maximum 6 hashtags right now. Now, before I share with you the last hashtag strategy that you need to make sure you're using, and by the way, this is the hashtag strategy that makes the most small creators on TikTok go viral, especially if you've never had a viral post before, or you've had a viral post and you haven't been able to replicate it. I need to make sure that you understand something. It is not just going to come down to using this last hashtag strategy, and it's not going to just come down to the hashtags. I get way too many questions about hashtags, and you guys need to understand something. In addition to using the right hashtag, posting at the right time, and all these other things, you need to make sure that your videos hit 3 other metrics. If they don't hit these 3 metrics, it's the reason you're not getting views. First and foremost, you need to get 70% watch time in the first 3 seconds. If you don't hit that, your video is not gonna work. The only other way that it could work is if it's a huge topic and there's basically no competition for it on TikTok. But you need to understand something. If you're posting something about an at-home workout, or I've already done fitness, so let's do a different example. If you're doing a get ready with me and somebody else is doing a get ready with me, if you don't know what that is, it's a trend that goes on within fashion. If 2 people are doing that and one person's video gets 70% in the first 3 seconds, but then gets really low watch time the rest of the time, and the other person maybe gets 65%, but then really high watch time the other time, guess whose video is gonna get pushed out? The second video. So just getting 70% watch time is not enough. You also need to make sure that the second metric that you're hitting is that your video is actually on a topic that an audience wants to see. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I see creators make. They'll make content that nobody actually cares about. And a really easy way to make sure that you're creating content for everybody is sticking to beginner content, tutorial-based content in the beginning, or if you're not doing educational content, you want to make sure that you're creating content that is incredibly relatable. The creator that relates best to a specific person and elicits that emotion within their video, that's the creator that is actually going to do well. For example, if you're a mom or a dad doing a post about how your child makes you feel, an XYZ relatable scenario is going to do amazing. The reason being, people are going to comment. People are going to share. People are going to watch that video because they've been in that scenario before. You need to make sure that your content actually makes this happen. If you are not eliciting an emotional response to somebody when they watch your content or solving a problem that they're searching for or that they're going to be curious in, well then guess what? Your content's not going to get those views. There's going to be no audience for your content and you're going to be sitting in the comment section below saying, Rob, I used these hashtags and it didn't work. Well, I shared with you the 2 other things that you need to make sure that you're doing. So now we can get to the last hashtag strategy that you need to make sure that you're implementing. And that's going to be 2 broad hashtags and 2 niche specific hashtags. But like I said, there's more that you need to do. So if you want to get guaranteed followers on TikTok in the next 30 days, go to the link in the description, get into my mentorship program where I literally guarantee that I can help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or I give you your money back, 0 questions asked. Now there are limited spots available with this because I'm going to be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. We're going to look at your analytics. We're going to critique your content to guarantee that you grow on TikTok in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, go to the link in the description below, get signed up right now because there aren't very many spots left and the price is going to be going up soon. Otherwise, if that's not interesting, please watch the next 2 videos I put up on the screen because they're the videos that YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.